Hi there. Today you might have to excuse me for looking at some notes a little. I want to make sure that I've organized my thoughts well in this particular case because I want to talk about the fact that I'm more and more trying to separate the process of photography, the actual act of taking photographs, of capturing images, from the gear used. Because, as you've heard me say many times, and as you've seen in some of my videos, I was a gear junkie. I had a gear addiction. I was acquiring gear that I didn't always use. I was buying it, selling it again, giving it away, overall wasting a lot of my time and money that could have been much better spent getting out and taking pictures. So, David Duchemin calls his video blog Gear is Good, Vision is Better, and he's absolutely right. The more I look at my photography and what I've done with my photography and what I should be doing with my photography, the more I realize that rather than worry about whether I had the right lens or the right camera or enough megapixels or sharp enough corners, or it's really all nonsense. Now, I know people will kind of jump on that. You need decent gear to get good pictures. Yes, I understand that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that when you have decent gear, when you have a reasonable camera, when you have lenses that will produce an image that approaches what you really want, then why do we want more? Some people have gotten themselves into an upgrade cycle that just keeps on going. Every time a new model comes out, they upgrade. I was guilty of that. And part of my guilt can be passed on to another person because many of my cameras came from another photographer who, whenever she upgraded to the next level, I would purchase her old camera. So kind of feeding off each other's gear acquisition syndrome. Anyhow, what I've tried to do and what I'm hoping to do is get a little more back to basics. The camera that's shooting this video right now, my Olympus EP5, has a 25mm f1.7 on it at the moment. In the bag with it is a 60mm f2.8 and a 19mm f2.8. So I have the equivalent of that. As I said before, my own, I guess you could call it my own low-cost holy trinity of lenses for my Olympus. So I've got my 38 equivalent, my 50 equivalent, and my 120 equivalent. My other grab-and-go bag has in it basically my Pentax K5, the kit zooms. I'm talking about the 18 to 55 variable aperture and the 50 to 200 variable aperture, both of which are weather resistant. So along with my weather resistant body, they make for a nice go anywhere, face anything camera. In the bag as well is a 51.7, which is basically then my portrait lens. I'm going to try and stick to that for a while. I will take out other lenses, wider angles, faster apertures, when there is a need. But for the most part, this is what I'm going to be sticking with. And on a day-to-day basis, just to carry around in my pocket, I've got my older Olympus, the EP2, and my two body cap lenses. The 15mm f8, which is my moderately wide lens. Since it's a fixed focus, then the shutter lag is 0 because there is no focusing involved. It's relatively simple point and shoot. Along with it, in another pocket, resides the 9mm f8 fisheye lens, which is actually a reasonably sharp lens and can give me a rather distorted but interesting view of the world. That's the camera and the lenses that will be with me almost all the time. Now that autumn is here and I'm wearing a jacket, the jacket has big enough pockets that the EP2 with a body cap lens easily fits in a pocket. And of course the other body cap lens, being tiny, easily fits in another pocket. Why am I not using this for all of my day-to-day photography? There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I have not yet learned how to actually use this effectively as a camera. Things like the lag from the time that I push the button till the time that it shoots. Little things like that really I find annoying. So I use this, but only if I don't have a camera or if I need something that my camera that I have with me at the time can't do. Alright folks, this I hope will be my last video on anything related to gear acquisition syndrome. From this point out, I'm going to be talking about what I'm actually doing with my camera, what I am actually trying to achieve with my camera, and where all that is headed. So, if you like this video, click like. If you would like to see more of these videos, click subscribe. And of course, if you think someone else might get something from this, click share. Thank you very much.